calling it a love song.
Hey guys, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be how does your crush see you? Okay, so we got 5 piles here today. This is pile number 1 with the Cancer. You guys can like pause and read this if you'd like. Pile number 2 is Taurus. Pile 3 is Capricorn. Pile 4 is Scorpio. And pile 5 is Pisces. So these are the 5 piles. Please pick as many as you guys would like. Please watch the entire video as well. I love you so much, and let's just get straight into the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be how does your crush see you? So yeah, sitting another night. I really hope you guys having an amazing day. I love you so much, and let's just get straight into the video. Okay, pile number 1. So how does your crush see you? Let's get straight into it. I'm super excited. Okay, so your song is All About Me by Sid the Kid. Okay, so we'll get into that in a second. Let's first take a look at all of your cards first. Okay, so this is gonna be a very large spread actually, because we have a lot of cards here. So let's take a deep breath. Okay, so we have the Rooftop that came in reverse. Okay, we have the Nature in reverse. Wow, very interesting. We have the Venus in water sign. Ooh, Venus in a water sign, right? And then we've got Venus in air sign. Then we've got fire sign Sagittarius. So I really feel like there's a lot of dynamic and like a lot of different faces to you, basically, you know. They could actually know a lot about you, but yeah. So then we also have the 10 of Pentacles that came up, right? Okay, the 10 of Wands. Okay, so we're seeing synchronicities, we're seeing like a constant over here. We've got the 8 of Swords that came up, right? Knight of Cups upright, and then also bro, the 9 of Cups that came up, right? Honestly, wow. Like, for some reason I'm getting the energy where it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe this has happened to you, where it's kind of like, you know, sometimes when you get a test back and then you get like 98% and it's like it's almost 100, or like you get 58% and it's almost a 60, and you know that feeling? It feels like this is that pile where it's like you're almost at 100%, but then it's like you just got 98 and you're like, what the heck? But like at the end of the day, it's still really good. It's still a good mark, you know. But yeah, anyways, let's take a look at your song. So All About Me by Sid the Kid. Okay, and excuse me, I'm really sorry if you guys can hear like music and stuff like that. It's my mom. So it says, let's see if we can focus together. So it says, I pray for all my homies. I'm lying, at least I try. Take care of the family that you came with. Yes, keep enemies close, you know the basics. Don't be mad if I switch up. Period. I think that is so accurate, pile number 1. So yeah, let's first like go over all the cards first before I get into how they see you. So the Cancer card, okay, that you guys chose, it says peace, loving Venus, bro, and we got so much Venus sign. So honestly, this really talks about emphasizing relationships, and Sagittarius, bro, emphasizing relationships. So I really feel like they feel like there definitely is like a relationship, or they feel like there could be one, you know, like they feel like there is potential for one. 1000%, you know, got the 9 of Cups, we got the Knight of Cups, like there is potential for one, you know, where it's like they are open to the idea of basically, you know, being in a relationship. But like we'll get into that with the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords that came up, right? Because these cards are also big factors in that as well. So yeah, peace, loving Venus takes up residency in your horoscope of home and family this week. There should be comforting news to a Cancer whose family come first. I feel like you guys should read it with me. Whose family come first and whose home is their haven. It may be a week of amiable family gatherings and tranquil hours of nurturing body, mind, and soul at home. It's a good time to beautify your living space. Okay. But yeah, let's like get straight into it. So with the Venus in water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you could definitely have these placements, and it says, was that my tears or my ... Okay, so that tells me where it's like you could be, sometimes that's like you could be a bit of a tease, or they see you as a bit of a tease, where it's like Okay, this is gonna be a bit of TMI, but it's like if you wear jeans sometimes, I feel like they might like look at you. Okay, a side note could be like, listen, your body is beautiful, you know, but like maybe if they see your stretch marks, and your stretch marks are beautiful, they could see your stretch marks, or maybe they look at you like, you know, when you're busy wearing tights and like you can see camel toe, they could maybe look at your camel toe or something like that, or they'd be like, oh, like you're wearing like that, you know. Or you know, maybe you have a very like modest crush or something, and like they'll see your bra strap and they'll be like, oh, I can see that. Or like if you show any cleavage, or if you show any bit of your body, they're like, they notice it basically, you know. But yeah, Venus in air sign as well, so you could definitely have these qualities, or you could have these placements. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and it says we're just getting started. Okay, yeah. And then the fire sign Sagittarius, it says you thought I cared, don't you? So freaking interesting, bro. So interesting. So I think that they see you, and also like, yeah, let me show you these cards, but like you guys can see everything. Like let me know, do you guys want me to still show all the cards or not? Rooftop in reverse, and then we got a nature in reverse, but if it came upright, this is what it would look like. And then I just want to get through this because I really want to get into your reading. I feel like I'm wasting time right now. Maybe you're someone that's like busy rushing me right now, where it's like, okay girl, get to the point, how do they see me, thank you so much. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is going to be the clarifier card, okay. But yeah, how do they see you? So starting with the rooftop, the camera in reverse, I think that they see you as someone where it's like sometimes maybe they feel like it's hard to approach you to have like an initial conversation, you know. Yeah, they might feel like, you know, maybe when you guys first meet each other, they felt like it was a bit hard to approach you basically, you know. Maybe you came off a bit closed off, or you just seemed like you were busy doing things. Because I mean, even where it says here like in where it's like your horoscope, blah blah blah, but like I just get the vibe where it's like, yeah, you're spending so much time on yourself, or you're spending so much time with other people or something, where it's like they just felt that they couldn't really approach you, or they felt like if they were to approach you, it was just going to be very 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 hard, very awkward, and actually even a bit forced. So they might have felt like it was very hard to approach you when they first meet you basically, you know. Or they could still feel like it's hard to approach you basically, yeah. And even with the Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords talks about basically wait, I feel like this is getting, yeah. So the eight of Swords talks about basically being in a relationship and feeling like you can't escape. That talks about being stuck somewhere. So they might have felt like you were still talking to somebody else, or they felt like, yeah, I think that they might see you being in a relationship with someone else. And I know I say that like that's contradictory, where I said there is potential for a relationship, but I really think that there is, because this tells me where it's like they might have been okay with it, you know. Like I feel like they just thought that if they were going to basically approach you, it was going to be very 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 hard, because you seem very like it's not that you seem unapproachable, it's just they felt like when they first meet you, they felt like it was just very hard to come up with like, you know, conversation topics and just be able to talk to you and talk about anything, you know. They kind of felt like with the Eight of Swords that they had a right answer and a wrong answer. So maybe like when they spoke to you, you had like a bit of like a look on your face, and you were like saying, if you asked them a question, you were expecting them to say only this one certain answer, and they could kind of feel that you were like expecting them to say a certain thing, and if they didn't say that right thing, you were gonna be like, nope, I don't like you, you know. So they kind of felt like they were under pressure to say the right thing when they were around you basically. Yeah. And then we also got the Ten of Wands that came up, right? That talks about basically being very overwhelmed. So they could also see you as someone that just, you seem like you're always thinking about so many things at once. Like they just feel like you're always thinking, your mind's always racing. You could also definitely talk very 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 fast or very slow, or they just feel like it's sometimes hard to understand you sometimes. It could be your actions, or it could just be like how you speak. But yeah, like my mom's busy walking around right now, that's great. But yeah, anyway, so with the Ten of Wands, so they came up right, like I said, they just feel like you're definitely like a very hard worker, but they feel like you're definitely doing too much sometimes, you know. Like they could feel like sometimes, yeah, they could feel like sometimes you're doing a bit too much, you know. Like low key, they could feel like sometimes maybe if they see you around, like if before they like talk to you, like if they just see you like in the hallway, if this is like a high school relationship, or if they see you at the workplace or wherever, if they see you wherever, they feel like you seem like very like, I don't know, like a bit extra even in a way basically, yeah. They just feel like, yeah, you seem a bit extra, especially if your crush is like a earth sign, you know, because I saw this one meme where they said when your fire/water sign is making a big scene in public, And then like it was from the earth signs point of view, because earth signs don't like it when, you know, you're too out there, when you're doing too much and stuff like that. You know, they like it if you're more muted, just more grounded, and you're chilled, and you're just like, yeah, you know, they don't like it when you're like all in their face and everything, you know. So maybe they felt like that kind of how they see you basically, or like your friends bring out that side in you basically. But yeah, 10 of Pentacles that came out, right, they see you as definitely, you know, being very, very, very financially successful. They just see you, you know, making that money. They see you as being very well off, and they feel like you have such a bright future ahead of you. Like, I really feel like they might even like envy you in a way, or they just feel like you're gonna do so well when it comes to like, you know, finances, and like you're gonna do so well in life basically, because they just see you as like, you know, making that money and just being like, you know, like overall like such a huge trauma to people, you know, because I even get the energy where it's like, you know, I did mention this in a previous video, but like maybe you weren't that attractive in like primary school, high school, something, or they just feel like you're gonna have your peak basically, you know, where they're saying like right now you might seem like you're very stressed out, you might feel like you can't leave a situation right now, but they're saying basically in the future they can see you like, you know, becoming the 10 of Pentacles. They can see you just like, you know, being happy and like, you know, like living your life basically, because it says all about me, you know, and then it says I pray for my homies, I'm lying. And it's like you're very honest, you know. And then yeah, take care of the family. They're saying like you're gonna take care of people around you basically, you know. They can see people getting very dependent on you as well, and like wanting your energy. And then it says keep your enemies close, know the basics, don't be mad if I switch up. Because yeah, I get the energy where it's like you definitely switch it up, bro, because over here you seem like you have your hands full, clearly, you know, like you have your hands full. If you aren't dealing with the work, you're busy dealing with like you know, emotions and people around you and people that like are trying to bring you down. And when you aren't dealing with that, you're dealing, like I said, with other stuff. So it's like you're always juggling two things basically. But then it's like in the future they can see you like, you know, becoming the 10 of Pentacles and just basically being happy and just like, yeah, you know, living a life basically. So right now they could see you as like, you know, like I said, but like it's hard to approach, or they feel like you're very busy with everything, but they feel like you're working towards a huge goal, and they know that like it's very important to you as well. Knight of Cups upright, yeah, they know that like you are very honest and like you care about things a lot as well, and like you keep things very close to your heart, you know. If you're working on a project, you keep it very close to your heart. And yeah, so yeah, with the Knight of Cups, that talks about being a very romantic person. That also talks about basically offering your cup to someone, so they could feel like you might have a crush on them. Maybe they know that you like them, or they feel like you're gonna like them. You know, they're saying like you might not like me now, but like you're gonna like me in the future. Like I bet on it, you know. Like 9 of Cups upright, they're talking about that's them sitting like, bro, look at this person. Bro, look, oh my god, like I'm already getting a vision of this person where it's like they're like sitting down and they're like, you know, yeah, you know, okay, this is gonna be way TMI, but like, you know, sometimes like like I'm getting this energy where it's like, okay, Lord, I'm so sorry. Like say now, no, you are hooking up with someone, right? And like you're going to their house and you know it's just a hookup, right? So you go to their house and then like they're on their bed and they just sit down and they undo their pants. It's like, you know what you're supposed to do, you know. And it's kind of like that's what this card reminds me of, where it's like this person is kind of like, yeah, it's bound to happen, or like, you know what's happening, you know, like they're saying, you know, I'm down, like what's happening. Like this person is basically saying that they know that you're either gonna like them or like they're gonna get you to like them, period, you know. Because Knight of Cups, I feel like that comes from either way, you know, because the 9 of Cups talks about, you know, being very complacent and not really taking action, but the 9 of Cups does. So that tells me where it's like it's either coming from them, but it's like they're in the 9 of Cups, so how are they offering you anything? But then you seem like you're also tied up with something, so it's like maybe they feel like eventually you guys will both like each other, but like not right now, you know. But yeah, they're saying, you know, you're gonna like me or I'm gonna make you like me, or like, you know, but like not in a forceful way, like not like it's all consensual, but I just mean like that's the whole energy that I'm busy getting. And yeah, then it says Venus in water signs, so you could just be someone where it's like you take your relationships, you know, very, very, very seriously. And I'm so sorry, my mom's walking around right now and it's very, oh my god. But yeah, you could just take your relationships very, very seriously, because, you know, Venus in water sign, they get very attached very easily, you know. So you have to guard your heart, you know, when it comes to this person. And then we got the Venus in air sign, where it's like a part of you is like, oh, I want to take this very seriously, then a part of you is like, you know what, never mind, they just like, you know, have fun. And then it's like, yeah. And then Sagittarius, you thought I cared, don't you? Like I said, I feel like the overall energy where it's like, either you're gonna like me or I'm gonna make you like me. Like, I think that's your overall energy. And honestly, I love it, bro. Like, I really, really, really do. But yeah, like, I could go on a huge tangent, pile number one. Let me just stop speaking. And yeah, I really hope the video resonated. And let's get into the next one. Hey, pile number two, let's get straight into your video. So how does your crush see you? Okay, very interesting. So your song is Meet Me at Our Spot by The Anxiety. Okay, I can see that your vibe is like amazing. Like, you could definitely be like a dancer or something, because all of a sudden I just felt like I'm like, you know, like moving to a groove or something. I felt like I was dancing to a song. Maybe you're busy playing music right now. But yeah, so we got the teapot that came in reverse. We got code names upright. We have only mine that came upright. Oh my word, you guys have so much cards. Like, okay, sis, I see you. So we got the fire sign Aries. We got the earth sign Taurus. This is so freaking interesting. I don't have words. I don't have words. Like, okay, we have synchronicities. I'm shook. Okay, we got the Three of Pentacles that came upright, Four of Wands that came in reverse, Magician card that came upright, Five of Swords upright, and then also the Temperance card that came in reverse. Wow, very interesting. But let's first take a look at your song, then we'll get into, you know, everything. Okay, so meet me at our spot by The Anxiety. So let's see, it says, let's read it together. It says, when I wake up, I can't stay up. I'm not getting younger, baby. Baby, are you coming for the ride? I just want to look into your eyes. I just want a drunk text. Period. 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 So let's look at the Taurus. Okay, let's read it together. So it says, it's a week in which niggles. Oh my god, I don't feel like you're reading all this. Okay, it's a week in which niggles in and around the house can easily get the better of you, whether it's a leaking tap or faulty appliance. Okay, super sorry about that, but my camera died. But yeah, anyways, like I was busy saying, so blah blah, whether it's a leaking tap or faulty appliance, your patience may be tested. Mishaps can cause grumpiness, but can also be prompt renovation or overdue repairs. If your budget allows you, might care to indulge in retail therapy or redo a room or give you a yard facelift. Okay, sis, I see you. So how do they see you? Honestly, I feel like it's such interesting energy. Like, it really is. See, with the teapot that came in reverse, that tells me where it's like, okay, wait, let me first show you these cards, because yeah, so we got the Aries and then we got the Taurus. Okay, so you know, dynamic duo. These are so amazing, like, together. So it says fire sign Aries, I gave up on that when you did. And then the earth sign says Taurus, waiting for rain but hating the mud. Okay, period. That's why it's such a dynamic duo, because it's like the earth sign doesn't want to get involved, but like the Aries doesn't want to get involved either. And it's talking about being basically on mutual terms. So I think that, you know, you guys could be on mutual terms with each other, basically, you know, where it's like maybe you're a friend of a friend, or I just feels like you guys know each other a lot already, you know, or you know them very well. And yeah, but it just feels like I can see you guys really getting to know each other very well, very like soon, or you guys already do. But yeah, with the teapot that came in reverse, and then also the code names, that's very interesting, because maybe they kind of feel like you talk about them behind their back sometimes. Yeah, I feel like they might think that you talk about them behind their back, but like nothing like, oh yeah, you gossip about me, blah blah blah, but more like they just think that like they might have felt like you've noticed them before, you know. With the teapot in reverse, it just tells me where it's like, because teapot is a code name, but then we got code names upright, but then this came in reverse. That tells me where it's like it's switched around, where it's like it's only one-sided, you know. So maybe they kind of feel like you've spoken about them before, or they felt like, yeah. And if you haven't spoken about them before, they just felt like you knew them or something, you know. Maybe they felt like when they first saw you looked very familiar. I mean, that's definitely possible with the Five of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. They could have felt like you look very familiar, like you have a very familiar face, or you were doing something, they were like, oh, don't I know you from somewhere? Or they felt like, yeah, they felt like they knew you, or they felt like you spoke about them before, you know. So there definitely was already that like initial familiarity when it came to you, definitely. And yeah, so then with the Three of Pentacles, that talks about basically talking. So they could feel like you guys like have a lot in common, or they just feel like, yeah, Like they feel like you guys have a lot in common basically, you know. So they could have seen you around and maybe you were carrying a backpack with like a certain logo, or they overheard you talking about something. They just feel like, oh wow, you guys actually have a lot in common. It could be your favorite band, it could be anything honestly, but I get the vibe where it's like you guys have mutual interests or mutual friends, you know. And that's like they probably have even asked their friends about you as well because you asked about them first, you know. But yeah, Four of Wands that came in reverse. They also could think that low key though, where it says when I wake up I can't stay up, I'm not getting any younger, baby you're coming for the ride. They could feel like with the Four of Wands in reverse that maybe you it's weird because it's the Four of Wands in reverse, then we also got the Only Man card. So they could feel like maybe you don't want to get into a relationship with anyone right now, or they kind of feel like you're like a one person meets one person type person. Like you seem very monogamous, you know. Like they get a very monogamous energy from you where it's like you only want to be with one person at the time, you know. They even could feel like maybe that you could be, okay, TMI, but maybe they kind of feel like they've slept with more people than you. And maybe they kind of feel like, sorry, like mom's like literally just walking around like, what the heck. But yeah, they could have like maybe slept with more people than you, and they could just feel like it's like at a disadvantage for you, maybe, you know. They could just feel like, oh, like I've slept with more people or whatever, and they just feel like they don't want you to, I don't know. I just feel like they sleep with a lot of people, and I don't know what their reasoning is because of that. Because the Five of Swords does talk about, you know, doing things behind your back sometimes. So I feel like they do like talking to you, but they still see you as someone where it's like you're just basically like something new, you know, where it's like you guys still need to get to know each other way better basically. Because it says, I just want to look into your eyes, I just got a drunk text. And it's all talking about it just happened, it just you know. It's like you know, so it probably hasn't happened yet, so they kind of feel like they still need to get to know you better basically, you know. They're still using code names, they're still like, you know, not comfortable using your full name, or they're still not comfortable, you know, opening up to you or sleeping with you, or just like opening up to the idea of like, you know, being in a monogamous relationship with you right now, because you guys could still be in the talking stage or just getting to know each other yet, you know, or you guys haven't even met yet, and it's like you guys will meet through a mutual friend or through mutual interest. So yeah, Magician card that came up by that talks about, you know, being very skilled, because I really feel like they're just saying that you're very interesting and that you guys probably have a lot to talk about. And even if you guys like might seem very different, they just feel like you're so interesting, you know. Like I said, like maybe you're busy wearing a logo or something, and it's like it's a conversation starter, you know. It's like they think that you just seem very interesting, but maybe they just feel a bit uncomfortable around you right now because of something, you know. Because like I said, maybe it could be because of their past, maybe it's because they slept with someone, maybe they slept with your friend, they feel like it's weird, or maybe they did send you like, you know, a drunk text now, and they feel like it's so weird now because they're like, oh my word, why did I do that, you know. And then the fire sign, and it's weird because it's like you seem like you are really into them, but at the same time I feel like they like that you don't yeah, I feel like you could definitely be into them. But like I was gonna say with the Tempest that came in reverse, I think they like that you don't text him too much. I think they like that you don't text him too much as well, you know. If you do text him, if you do have the number, they kind of feel like, oh okay, maybe you're busy playing hard to get now. So it's really saying, you know, keep doing that. I feel like they really do like that. Like they like the chase, bro, especially with the Aries card. You know, Aries people, they like the whole chase over, you know. Even Taurus people, actually no, they don't like that. Taurus people are more like, nah, tell me do you like me or not. And I think that's why it said waiting for the rain, hating the mud, where it's like they want the relationship but they don't want to get their feelings involved. And then the Aries is like, okay, I will get my feelings involved, but if as soon as I see you act weird, do this, do that, I'm out, you know, catch me outside. Or it's like if you just give up on them, if you leave them, like not even like if you leave them and like they will be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna leave you too, bye. You know, they'll try maybe one more time and then they'll leave you. So they could just see you as someone where it's like you only get one shot of this basically, you know. Oh, there's an airplane. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm busy getting. It's like they just see you as someone where it's like they need to get to know you better before they can get like an accurate, you know, full on like, oh, this is how they see you. Because I feel like it's too soon to say right now, you know. It's like you guys are still in like a stage, whether it's a talking stage or something, or the getting to know each other stage. But yeah, they feel like they only have one shot at this for some reason, where it's like something about being in a relationship or getting into a relationship. But yeah, so I gave up on that when you did. I think that's all I'm busy getting, pile number 2. Like, let me know if it resonated, and yeah, let's get into the next one. Hey, pile number 3, let's get straight into it. How does your crush see you? Okay, so you guys chose the Capricorn, so maybe your crush is a Capricorn or you are a Capricorn. But yeah, so your song is None of Your Concern by Janae Aiko. Okay, so we got the 00. Ooh, yes, guys, I really love this energy. Like, I really do. Okay, so we got Crispy Brown that came in reverse. We got the Moon in Water sign. Okay, I see you. We have the When You Say It Like That. Then we got the baby. Ooh, God. Y'all don't start with me, okay? Got the Emperor card. All right. Hermit card. Okay, sis. 3 of Swords in reverse, fam. Like, they were like, nah, in reverse. Okay, we got the Fool card, bro. Just major arcana cards. And then we got the Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. This is such strong energy. So, bro, they definitely have a full-on impression of you, bro. Like, it's saying, you know, get your tea, get your coffee. Like, let's sit down. Let's, like, you know, unpack this, okay? So, let's first get into your song. But, yeah, how do they see you? So it says, I've been contemplating, meditating, should have waited, should have never dated. I can feel you fading off. It don't even hurt no more. 3 of Swords in reverse. Period, bro. You know I had these issues when you met me. Oh my gosh, listen to the song, guys. And in the Capricorn it says, pleasure-seeking Venus moves into your professional horoscope this week, which may lighten the workload with a dollop of delight. Work functions and business lunches could provide amusement and relaxation, so don't take life too seriously. It's the right time to beautify your workspace. You may want to add flowers or hang a painting. So honestly, you could be a Capricorn, but you could be involved with a water sign, definitely, because even like the Cancer, was it the Taurus, but they were talking about like redecorating your place basically. So I think that you could definitely be involved with like a water sign. Like, let me know, is your crush on like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? You could be cross watching right now even. But yeah, so how do they see you? Let me first show you the Moon in Water sign. So definitely they could have a Moon in Water sign, or you could have a Moon in Water sign, and that is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then it says, my heart is in my thoughts. Amen. Okay, and then yeah, so it says, when you say it like that, and the baby card. So this is like when you say it like that, so it's like that, and then the baby, it's literally just like baby written like a bunch of times, you know. And like, actually I wasn't gonna add this one to the deck. Like, I was like, you know, let me just like rather not put this in, but then I put it in and now it came out. So it's like, okay, I guess it's a sign. And then we got the 000, but it came in reverse. Okay, so it says, oneness, something has come full circle. Now is the best time to start over / move on. But it came in reverse, which means now isn't the time to move on. Now is the time to really, you know, hand in on that. So yeah, how did they see you? Like, it's very interesting. But I think with the Emperor card and the 00, which basically would be actually be like the 10 or like the 100 or something, but like the last card, so they could kind of feel like you guys basically need to start doing something right now. They kind of feel like everything has been stagnant, you know, with the Hermit card even, you know, that's going in your Hermit, you know, that's being very isolated. They kind of feel like you've just been in your shell, like you haven't done anything, you know. They feel like they haven't heard from you. Maybe they don't even know that well yet, but it's like they just feel like nothing has been happening, you know. They're saying like, bro, like we haven't done it, we haven't done a thing. They're just saying like it's dry, you know. Like, they just feel like maybe if you guys text each other, they feel like you guys aren't putting in effort or something, or they feel like you guys just don't do a lot of things physically. But they kind of feel like with the Moon in Water sign, they could feel like there's a bit of like emotionalness in your voice though, in your tone. So it's like maybe in person you guys are a bit awkward with each other, but then on the phone you guys are very like, oh yes, I'm gonna do this to you and that to you, and it's like da. But then it's like when you guys meet in person, it's like, you know, it's like you know, my mom's walking around. But yeah, like that's the violin beginning. And then it says, I've been contemplating, meditating, should have waited, should never have dated. Three of Swords came in reverse. So honestly, I think that's a very good card to get, because if the Three of Swords came up right, I would be like, oh bro, like that's heartbreak. But it came in reverse, which means they kind of see you as, you know, just getting out of a relationship, you know, like even if you haven't gotten out of one, they feel like you seem very sensitive to breakups, you know. Maybe they kind of feel like, yeah, you are just getting over one, basically, you know. And with the Fool card and the Page of Swords in reverse, like all these cards, they might feel like it's too soon for them to make a move on you, or they feel like it's too soon for them to I don't know, but like they just feel like maybe that's the reason why you guys haven't like spoken or done anything, because you're still getting over someone, you know. They feel like you're still in the hermit mode. Maybe they even feel like maybe you're too young, because the Fool card does talk about a fresh start. It does talk about, you know, new young energy, and even the Page, that does talk about, you know, younger. So you could definitely be having a crush on someone older, you know. And if it's a Capricorn, bro, every single Capricorn I know, like they're all old. No, I'm kidding. But you know, you and the Emperor card, you know, like you could just be having a crush on someone that's like way older than you, and they could just feel like maybe you're too young for them, or they feel like you need to still basically get over someone. You still need to, you know, how can I say it, get your footing in, you know, especially if you are like way younger. Like maybe you haven't bought your own place yet, which is obviously okay. Like y'all, no one's rushing you, but I'm saying how they're seeing it, how I'm seeing the cards. It's like they're saying like they want you to, you know, just come out of your shell more. They want you to still establish yourself more, make a name for yourself more, you know, date more people. They want you to be more experienced. They want you to do all that stuff before they do come forward to you, you know. And I think that's very thoughtful, and that's where the Moon and Water sign comes in, where it's like they did put thought into why they do act a certain way around you. And then even it says when you say it like that. So I really feel like yeah, that's how they freaking see you, bro. It's like they see you as someone where it's like they just really put their thought, or you might also be someone where it's like they put that thought, okay, that's how they see you, but then you will be like, okay, and then you might like be very careful with your word choice when you're around them, you know. So with the baby card, it's like it's very contradictory, where it's like I feel like maybe you try to act a certain way around them because you know how they feel about you, or you know their stance on the relationship and like everything, you know. So yeah, I think you try to be very careful with your words around them. Like, you know, when you're first dating someone, like say now it's the first 6 months or whatever, and then it's kind of like, okay, it's been 6 months, nobody said the L word yet, nobody said it, or like it's been 2 years, they haven't met my parents yet. And then it's like, okay, now how do I bring it up casually? Because some of you might be thinking, okay, like 2 years, that's so long, they need to meet my parents. Or some of you are thinking, no, 2 years, that's so little, like they need to wait like 10 years, like, you know, let me wait. So it's like that energy where it's like contemplating, meditating, and then they're like, you know what, I should just wait rather, you know, like I should rather just wait this out, basically. So you might just be very careful with your words, and I think that they know that you act differently around them and that they act differently around you, basically. So if you're wondering, do they act weird, like why do they act so weird around you, I think it's because they're not really sure like what's happening between you guys, like what you guys are right now, you know. Because yeah, like they're just saying that they're not really sure what's going on between you guys, you know. Maybe they rejected you in the past or something, but I feel like with the Three of Swords in reverse, like they didn't reject you. It's like you could have even rejected them, because it feels like no one got hurt but you were hurt, you know. Or they just feel like they don't want you to get hurt, you know. So they're trying to basically protect your feelings. And again, that's the Moon and Water sign energy, where it's like they're thinking about your feelings, they're thinking about how you feel about something. And yeah, they want to protect your feelings. And then you're like, well, when you say it like that, you know, and you're like, okay, well, that sounds good to me, like that's so cute. And it's like you're like more intrigued by that, you know. And they're like, bro, hermit, you know. So it's like you take a step forward, they take a step back, then they take a step forward and you take a step back, you know. So I think it's definitely like the tit for tat situation, you know. But yeah, the Emperor card talks about, you know, being very strong in your energy. So they definitely feel like they can just feel your energy. Like they just feel like they can like just like tell when you're around, basically, you know. It says, I can feel you fading off, it don't even hurt no more. you know, I had these issues when you met me, period. So it was basically saying like they could just feel like you guys go through a lot of trials and tribulation if you guys were to ever, you know, start something. So they kind of are like, they don't know if they should, you know, start something with you because they feel like it's just going to cause a lot of problems, you know. Page of Swords in reverse. They feel like someone's going to get hurt basically in this, you know. Yeah, and they feel like it could be you, you know, you might get hurt in the connection. It could be them as well. But yeah, the Emperor card talks about, like I said, basically Capricorn energy. It talks about, you know, owning the place. It talks about, you know, just seeming like you're very strong, very independent, very like older, stoic, super in control, like a leader as well. They see you as like, you know, being all that and having, you know, amazing qualities, but they're not really sure what does that mean for you guys, you know. Crispy brown, they came in reverse. So yeah, they must still be feeling like they're not trying to notice you right now, you know. They're not really trying to start something with right now. They're not trying, yeah, they're not trying to notice you. They're not trying to notice you. And then yeah, with the baby card, I really feel like that talks about choice of words. So I think that how you'll know if they're gonna start something with you is by their word choices with you, you know. So it's like yeah, I think it's with their word choice basically. Like, I can't be any more specific than that, but it's like they might even call you baby, or they'll just start acting a bit more like, oh, they'll start acting more like a couple. Like, they'll start acting a bit more differently around you, basically. Because I feel like you guys do act differently around each other. And it's basically saying, like, you guys aren't on the same page right now. You guys aren't, yeah, you guys aren't on the same page right now. Because yeah, the Hermit card, and then it even says about fading off right now. So, you know, you got one of you guys could just be going in the Hermit, not really talking to each other, not really doing anything, not reaching out, not doing anything. But I think that the Hermit card, like, I think it will probably change because we do have the Fool card, and that talks about, you know, new energy. So it's basically saying they need to warm up to the idea of, like, you know, you basically, because I think that they still might be feeling like maybe you're not the right one for them, or you still should, like, you know, live your life a bit more, or you should rethink your decisions a bit more, you know, or something like that. But let me know if it resonated, because this is a very interesting read. And yeah, let's get into the next one. Hey, pile number 4, let's get straight into your reading. How does your crush see you? Okay, so we got the Scorpio, and honestly, having a crush on a Scorpio is like, oh yes, I love it, I love it. Okay, so your song is No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande, bro, period. It's a water sign. Okay, so oh my gosh, we got Scorpio and Scorpio. Like, guys, I feel like I need to show you guys, like, when I shuffle the cards, because I promise you I did not, like, do that. All right, like, y'all, I did not, I promise. So we got 2 Scorpios here, period, because I couldn't really feel the Scorpio energy. I was like, bro, Scorpio, okay. And then we got this card, which I'll read out loud in a second. So we got the Moon in Air sign. This is insane energy, guys, insane. Then we got the Fell Too Fast, and then we got the Earth sign in Virgo. Oh my god, I can't, like, I actually can't. Okay, so we got the 2 of Swords that came up right. We got the 10 of Swords in reverse. We got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. We got the 4 of Pentacles upright, yes, and the Wheel of Fortune upright. Oh my gosh, wow. Let me just, like, let's just get into it. Okay, so your song, like I said, No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande. So it says, let's read it. It says, I want to be in like all the time. I want to be in like all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry. We're way too fly to partake in all this hate. We out here vibing. Right now, I'm in a state of mind. Like, I wanted to sing the song while I was busy reading it. Honestly, guys, this is too much Scorpio. Like, y'all, this is going to be so much reading. Oh my god. So we got the 2 Scorpios. Let's just read it as quickly as we can, okay? Because I want to get into how they see you. So it says, as a Scorpio, you probably don't do things by half measures, preferring to give it your all. However, this week, you should guard against fanciful behavior, whether you want to follow a healthy lifestyle, achieve a goal, or master a hobby. Don't overdo it. Moderation should be your buzzword for this week. By playing your cards right, you can achieve much, okay? So that could definitely be the energy that your crush is in right now, you know, where it's like half measures, you know, oof, it's a lot, you know, I can already tell. And then the Scorpio says, like, y'all, like, I feel like you guys could definitely, like, not be talking or something, or I don't know, because it's like, why are there so many messages coming up in this reading? But it says, Okay, so it says, I was gonna say it's the same thing now. It says you could find yourself drawn into the depths this week, whether you have to deal with issues of your own or assist a friend in a crisis. It's time to draw on your emotional strength, trust your intuition, and depend on your insight. It's not the time to push too hard, oh my word, in the external world, especially if you feel under the weather or on a physical level. Rather focus on your inner world, bro. The Wheel of Fortune, oh my gosh. And then this card says, I'm sorry if you guys don't like it when I read everything. Like, let me know. Comment down below. Like, don't read everything. We can read about us all. Like, let me know. It says, it's not your job to be fine or make people think that you are. Remember that masks hurt too. They conceal the real you and make you deny who you really are. But that can be nervous. So that talks about them being completely open and transparent with you. Okay, so then we got the moon in earth sign and also the Virgo sign. I'm gonna show you that one now. So the Virgo says, known for my words. Ooh, known for my words out. What? Known for my words cut by my tongue. Bro, known for my words and cut by my tongue. Oh my gosh. And then the moon in air sign says, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I felt it until I didn't write. And then we also got the fell too fast card. Okay. And then let me show you the rest of the cards. But like I said, comment down below. Do you guys want me to read all the cards, or can you guys read it yourself? Like, let me know. Whatever you guys like. Okay. But yeah, so how do they see you, powerful? So let's just get straight into it. So immediately I get the energy that there definitely was like a huge dynamic shift between you guys. And like I feel like with the Scorpio and Scorpio, I think that maybe you guys both try to basically be with each other, you know, at a certain point in time in your life. Maybe you've already dated your crush, or yeah, I think you guys probably have dated each other, because you got the fell too fast and the I felt it until I didn't, right? And then the two of swords, because they could kind of see you as being a bit defensive right now, you know. They could feel like you are basically closing your heart off to them right now, because they feel like they're in a timeout right now, basically. Yeah, maybe they said something that upset you or something, or they just feel like they see you as being very cold. You know, if you guys haven't dated, maybe they just see you as like being a very cold person. But I think that yeah, they feel like you're giving them the silent treatment. They feel like you put them in like the, what's it called, the doggy house or whatever. They feel like they're in a time out right now, basically, you know. But then with the Wheel of Fortune being one of the clarifier cards, that tells me where it's like they feel like it goes in waves, basically, you know, where it's like one day you're mad at them, one day you're not mad at them, one day you're nice to them, one day you aren't nice to them. And like I was doing this with my hand, you guys couldn't see, but like they feel like it's like that, you know. Or it's the Wheel of Fortune where you're turning the wheel, you know. But yeah, they feel like you're just like basically a different person like each day, basically, like especially if you are a water sign, or like even a Gemini, bro, or a Libra or Aquarius. I just feel like even like a Virgo, bro, you could be any zodiac sign. I just feel like they see you as being very emotional, and they feel like you're just different with them every single day, basically. And like, yeah, you're a different person every day. So they could feel like you're definitely working very hard right now. They feel like you're working so hard on yourself, and like for your future as well, basically, you know. They can see you just wanting the best for yourself. Like they feel like excuse me, they might feel like you've been cutting people off in your life as well, you know. And they feel like you cut them off in a way as well, basically, because it says like we're too far to partake in the hate. We're out here vibing. Right now I'm gonna say divine, where it's like I feel like you've just been cutting people off that basically don't serve any purpose in your life anymore, you know. And I think that they can notice that, they can see that, you know, because you've been glowing differently, you've been acting differently, you know, because it says Wheel of Fortune, you've been different. They're like, bro, like what's up now? Like, why do you seem like a different person, you know? So they kind of feel like yeah, you're cutting people off, and they feel like you're just being your true and authentic self right now. Because what it said about this, you know, about wearing a mask and everything, you guys can read this if you guys would like. But they feel like you're just being your authentic self, like you're not trying to cover anything up, basically, you know. You're not trying to bullshit anybody. It's like you get what you see, period, you know. If you act cold towards them, you'll be like, bro, I'm not in the mood right now, you know. So maybe they try to initiate something with you, and then you're like, bro, no, like don't try me, like I'm not in the mood. And they're like, all right, and then they back off, you know. And they kind of feel like that's how it is with you, where it's like they just listen to what you say, basically, you know. They feel like you're very closed off, very defensive right now. But I think it's only because you're cutting off people that you don't need in your life anymore. because we got the file too fast, you know. So they could feel like you're very swayed by your emotions, and you can be a very emotional person sometimes, especially with the Ten of Swords in reverse. You know, they could feel like sometimes you give people chances even when they don't deserve it, you know, or they could feel like you're going to give them another chance, and it's basically saying make sure that they deserve this chance, you know. So they could feel like you're not giving them a chance, or they feel like you're going to give them one in the future with the Wheel of Fortune, you know. They're saying basically like it's unpredictable with you, you know, like you can make a decision like that and you can change your mind like that, and that's on period. So yeah, they definitely see you just like, you know, being very successful, and they can see you working very hard on trying to basically just like live your life and do what's best for you. Like they just see you really trying to like work very hard with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like you're just doing so well with or without them, period. Like bro, you're just like glowing up, like especially if you had a breakup or something. I just feel like wow, like damn, like you're really doing the most, you know. That they're saying like you don't need me, like damn, it's like that, you know what I mean. I mean, we got the Four of Pentacles that came up, right? You know, that talks about not trying to share your energy, that talks about being very like, this is my energy. It's like I got no tears left, bro. I'm not gonna sing, but you know, I got no tears left to cry, period. And then it says I want to be in like all the time, and then that's where the I felt it until I didn't with the moon in Libra comes in, where it's like they could just feel like some days you like them, some days you don't like them, you know. They feel like they don't really know when it comes to you, so they feel like it's very unpredictable energy when it comes to you. But yeah, they see you working very hard. They feel like you're just being way more unemotional anymore. Like I said, you're cutting off people if they don't need to be in your life, and they feel like you're gonna cut them off one day or you really did cut them off, you know. And they just feel like, all right, damn. Like I'm literally like, I'm gonna be like, okay, damn, like okay, I see you, because I'm even saying damn, guys, like damn. All right, so it's like that now. And Ten of Swords in reverse, so you could be giving people second chances, or it's kind of like, yeah, they feel like you're giving people second chances basically, you know. Or a side note could be where it's like if you were on a dating site, maybe you deleted Tinder when you got in a relationship, and now you aren't in one, and you downloaded it again and they noticed that, you know. Or you change your Facebook status on what do you call it, what do they call it again, on Facebook or something, and like they can see you're single now because it's like something prompted them to want to message you or want to see something, or like they just feel like you're single now, you know. So they're saying, okay, like what's poppin', like, so, you know, how do you feel about this basically, you know. Because from my side on this energy, it seems like they're super into you, you know, but they feel like you're just gonna cut them off, you know. They feel like you're just being very closed off towards them, and I'm sure you have your reasons why. Definitely comment them down below. Like, yeah, comment them down below. But yeah, they feel like you're cutting people off, but they also feel like you might be interested in them as well. They feel like you might text them again, or they feel like you might be open to, like, you know, doing something with them, because I feel like you've probably already been with them before, you know. So yeah, this talks about being in your own energy, not really sharing your energy, because the Four of Pentacles talks about being very stingy with your money as well, you know. Because like I said, you could be making a lot of money, but you seem very stingy. You still seem like you're like, nope, I'm not spending my money, I'm not doing this, you know. So sometimes if you guys aren't dating and you guys have never dated, they could see you as like, you know, sometimes being a bit of like a buzzkill sometimes. But I think it changes, you know, because sometimes you're like that, but then other times you're like, like let's have fun, oh my god, you know. So like I think it's like I said, you have that dynamic, you have that moon, that in moon sign, period, bro. You have that energy, bro. You got that Gemini moon energy, period, you know. And in the Virgo, it says, know of my worth, but cut my tongue. So it's like, it's a double-edged sword, you know. So it kind of like, they could feel that sometimes you're just very mean to them sometimes. So they feel like they don't really know how to see you, how to perceive you sometimes. Because maybe sometimes you say rude things to them, or they just feel like sometimes it's really over between you guys. They just feel like sometimes it's really over. But then other times they're like, where did the time go? I can't sing, I'm so sorry. But you know that song where it's like, I don't know what the song is called, but like if I can remember it, I'll link it down below. But they feel that energy with you still, you know. So it's very nostalgic. And yeah, I think that they just feel very sensitive towards you, and you might just be feeling like, bro, I don't really care. Or they get that energy from you. It's like you just seem like you couldn't really care about them, you know. Like you won't give them the time of day basically. And if this doesn't resonate, I don't know, fam. That's literally what the cards are saying, because it's like Two of Swords, guarded. I felt it until I didn't. I felt too fast in the beginning, and now you're cut for your words. You don't want to be with anyone anymore. But Wheel of Fortune, you might change your mind, but you still are. But like, let me just rather keep to myself. And that talks about you getting a blessing, or like, you know, something good happening to you. And then this talks about you giving someone a chance again, and you being honest and like showing people your true colors, basically. And yeah, it talks about taking care of yourself as well, you know, getting tasted, you know, doing stuff like that. But I'm gonna stop talking. I love you a lot. And yeah, that was pile number 4. Hey, pile number 5, let's get straight into your reading. So how does your crush see you? And honestly, like, before I get into it, like, I don't know what it was, but guys, all of a sudden, like, I felt super drained, or like I felt like I was super thirsty or something, you know. And like, maybe it's because it's pile number 5, but I just felt like it was out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, maybe this person could just be really taking a lot of space on your mind. But like, let's get straight into it. Okay, so how do they see you? So you guys got the Pearl Desert Rose. Okay, so you guys chose the Pisces. Your song is 10 Lovers by the Black Keys. Okay, let's see. So we have the Traveler card upright. We have Zoning Out that came upright. Yes, okay. We got After 9 p.m. We got Not My Name. We have More Than Ready. I feel you guys have more cards for some reason. Okay, More Than Ready, Zoning Out. And then we have the Strength card that came upright. Wow, I feel like the mic is way too close to me. I'm probably shouting in your ears. I'm so sorry. Let me just move the mic a little bit. Okay, yeah. Hierophant in reverse. Okay, we got the 6 of Wands. I love this energy. Ace of Pentacles, and then also the Death card that came upright. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, I love it. So let's take a look at your song first. So like I said, 10 Lovers by Black Keys. Excuse me. So it says, okay, let me see. So when I hear them use your name, I get all choked up inside, except, ooh, that's why I was getting choked up. Okay, except you're still a mile away, but there's nothing left to say. If I found out another love, she's all right, but you were all wrong. Oh my gosh, I feel this is so dramatic, bro. Like, especially if you are having a crush on a Pisces, bro, or on a Leo. Like, guys, I don't know what it is about Pisces and Leo, but I think they are so compatible. But like, guys, okay, let's get straight into it. So with the Traveler card, so yeah, you guys have the Traveler card. And then at the back it says importance of journey. That really talks about, you know, really getting to know someone, and kind of like, you know, everything about them, you know, the good, the bad, the nasty, the ugly, like I said, period. And then we got the Zoning Out card. Okay, let me go faster, because let me just get into how they see you. After 9 p.m, Not My Name. So these are the 2 cards. So Not My Name, if you guys can see. And then the After 9 p.m. And then we got the More Than Ready. And then we got the Strength that came upright, Hierophant in reverse, 6 of Wands upright, and the Ace of Pentacles, as well as the Death card. So let's take a look at, I'll get into your reading now, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, honey. So it says, life happens at your workplace this week, which means it's no time to curb daydreaming and zoning out. Okay, which means it's no time to curb daydreaming and focus on the task at hand. With Mercury in retrograde in this area of your life, like little glitches could cause big setbacks. Allow for technology to play up and schedules to change. On the upside, it's a good time to revise your business plan and reorganize your office. Okay, so everyone is somehow into interior designing somehow, but okay. So I mean, your crush could be even like into interior design, but yeah, let's get straight into it. So pile 5, I get the energy that how they see you, they definitely see you as like, you know, being very, very, very attractive, bro, period. Like, did I mention that you're like so freaking good looking? Because if I didn't, hello, what's up, you're very good looking. I mean, we've got the Strength card, bro. Like, damn, you know, like the strength, like, you know, the people that, like, if you ask them to open a pickle jar for you and they open the jar for you, and it's like, oh damn, you're so strong, like, yes, marry me, period. You know, like, I get the energy where it's like, you could even be like a male watching this right now. You could be whatever gender, but I really feel like there's like a masculine energy in this where it's like I get the vibe where it's like you seem very strong, and you just seem very like you have nice qualities about you. You know, like if you, okay, I'm gonna not talk about gender too much because, you know, y'all can watch whichever gen you are. But if you are a female, maybe you could be into belly dancing and they think like that is so hot, or like you're into pole dancing, they think it's so freaking hot if it's like a heterosexual relationship. And in fact, you could be in a journey any gender, and I think that they just think that like if you have that one cool thing, they think, oh my, like that's so freaking hot, you know, like you could be like a witch and like damn, like that's hot, you know. You could be anything, but they're just like damn, like they just think like it's so freaking hot, you know. And then the Six of Wands talks about, you know, getting, bro, attention from people. And like the song's called 10 Lovers. Like, bro, they see you as like freaking, damn, they see you as like, you know, being this attractive ass person that basically has 10 lovers. Like, they just, like, bro, that's what there's busy coming out of this, you know. So my mom's literally standing outside my door and I'm busy talking about like dick and vagina. Hilarious. But yeah, anyway, so they could just really see you as, you know, being very, very, very popular. And if you're like, bro, that's not me at all, I feel like that's how they see you. And if not, death card that came up, right, that's the clarifier card. I think that's how they see you being, you know. It's kind of like you maybe don't even realize this about yourself. Like you don't even realize how attractive you are and like how good you look, bro, period. Like, bro, I love this energy so much. But they really just see you as like, you know, having attention from everyone. Like they just feel like you're so attractive and like everyone wants you, and like you could be with whoever you wanted, period. Like they really see you as like, you know, being the freaking Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card, bro, everything, period. And I think you don't even realize how attractive you are, period. Because I get the energy where it's like maybe you could be really into this person, like even where I say like you could be super into this person, they just feel like, bro, like if you knew how people look at you all the time, like for real, like there are people way better looking than this person that you're busy wondering about. No tea, no shade, I love you, okay? Remember, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, okay? I love you. But yeah, so with the Traveler card, they really see you as like, you know, being like this person where it's like you go in and out, you know, like they just feel like you're very attractive. But I think another thing is, and with the Zoning Out card, I feel like these are two clarifying for each other. They could think that you just you daydream a lot, you know. Yeah, I think you really do daydream, and I think that you really do get in your feelings a lot, you know. And it's weird because we don't have any cup signs here, like we don't have like any, oh, I mean, we got the Pisces, so you could be a Pisces, but you could be a Leo, or like a Sag, even like a Sag. You could be a Capricorn, you could be a Scorpio, you could be any sign, basically. It could be a Libra even. But they just see you as sometimes getting very in your feelings, and they feel like you're just a very passionate person, like you're such a passionate lover, and they just think that like if they had to sleep with you, it would be amazing, basically, you know, like they feel like it would be so good. But yeah, maybe sometimes you zone out sometimes, you know, like they feel like you don't really pay attention to people, or like maybe they feel like you don't pay attention in school, or they might wonder, like a part of them, like when they aren't looking at your body, like they might think like, what are you doing for work, or they might think about your living situation. But I get the vibe where it's like they want to, like, you know, text you off 9 p.m. Like they finna smash with you, period, bro. Like they finna see what's popping, you know, like, do you shave, do you not shave, like, you know, it's cool either way. Like they finna know, bro, period. They really are. And look at the synchronicities. Like I promise you, I did not pre-shuffle this. It says, when I hear them use your name, I get all choked up inside. And then this says not my name. So they could also feel like maybe, like I said, you're just very attached to them, but they feel like you are, my mom keep walking around. They feel like you could be very attached to them, but they also feel like at the same time, like you could be with whoever you wanted, bro. Like they really say that. They're saying, if you guys don't make it out, they're saying you won't have any problem, you know, getting with someone else, basically, you know. They're saying like you'll be fine, you know, like you'll be fine, fine, you are fine. But yeah, with the not my name, that tells me where it's like, it seems a bit impersonal, where it's like they could just see you maybe sometimes, but on like a surface level energy, where it's like they just see you as like, you know, the sex part. But I think if you guys are deeper than that, I think that's where these cards come in, where it's like they could see you as like, you know, just really being like happy on your own, basically, you know. They just feel like, you know, you seem very happy, you seem very like, okay, you're in your own energy, you know, like you're owning yourself, you're dressing nice, you look, you know, you look nice, but you do get very emotional, you know. And yeah, they could feel like maybe sometimes you get too emotional, you know, or they feel like, yeah, they could feel like maybe you get too emotional sometimes. Yeah, with the Hierophant that came in reverse, they feel like sometimes you lean on other people too much, you know, or you yeah, you lean on other people too much sometimes. Like I can see you having like a really good close knit group of friends, but maybe they feel like you should branch out more, you know. They're saying like you should have different friends, or you should try to do different stuff, you know, with your life maybe. Because with the zoning out card, like I don't know why, but it seems a bit concerning with the zoning out. Like they could feel like you just need to make sure that you have like a scapegoat, or like you need to just make sure that everything's gonna be okay. And like that sounds like so like, you know, like fatherly, and like I don't know, like that just sounds like it's like advice here. Okay, and then it says, if I found another love, she's all right, but you were all wrong. So, you know, they could have certain views on how you should live your life sometimes, and maybe you don't like that, maybe you do like that, but they seem very like, you know, like they want you to live. I'm sorry about the dogs barking. Yeah, they could just feel like maybe they want you to live a certain life, and they're saying like they only want you to live this one life. Like it feels like they're very like they want to impose their beliefs and they own everything on you, basically, you know, where it's like they say you need to be like this and do this and do this and do this and fulfill this and also this, and it's like, damn, like what? Okay, you know, if you're into that, you're into that. Like no tea, no shade. The strength card, they really seems like, you know, just being like, you know, an amazing partner, and they feel like you're just also like strong as well, because like I said, you could be very emotional, you know. You could just be doing a lot right now. Maybe you are paying the rent for your family around you, or maybe you just seem like you're doing a lot, you know, especially whatever age you are, you know, or like whatever you are doing in your life. They just feel like they like that you're doing that. I think that it takes a lot of courage and strength, but at the same time they feel like you might be making a mistake, you know. Like they feel like a part of them is like, nah man, like maybe you should do something else, you know. So they could be a bit unsupportive when it comes to your dreams, but like they seem very into you physically, you know. And then it says more than ready, you know. So it's like they're more than ready to, you know, do the other stuff, you know. Like they're more than ready to, you know, come forward, do all that stuff with you. But like I think when it comes to a relationship, they kind of feel like this might be a bit of a fling, you know. They feel like you might be making a mistake about something or someone, and yeah, that's what I'm busy getting. Like they just feel like you, like, yeah bro, you're attractive. Like they do see you as being very attractive, but they might feel like they can't really take you seriously, you know. They feel like they can't really date you seriously because of certain things. The death card that came up, right, you know, I think that this all talks about like them being in this energy now, and I think with the death card, that's really a good thing actually. I think that talks about basically all this energy, putting it to rest, you know, finally once and for all, putting it to rest basically. So they kind of feel like you guys have a lot to deal with, a lot to talk about, a lot of everything, a lot of things, you know, to compromise on and everything. And I feel like once you guys finally do that, like the death card will happen, like things will finally be like, all right, let's either move forward, or like the relationship just reaches a point where it's like it can't go further than this, you know. They feel like it can't go further than just like hookups, or it can't go further than just dating, it can't go further than like it can't be marriage, you know. Or if it is marriage, they feel like it can't be kids, you know. Like they're saying they can't take the next step right now because they feel like you aren't ready, or they feel like you need to change your mind about something, you know. So they could be like a bit concerned about you about one thing. And yeah, so like that's what I'm busy getting. Like, you know, Leos are like that, you know, sometimes, and like Virgos and Pisces, you know, where it's like if they want something for you, they will make sure that you do it. And like sometimes it comes off a bit like why are you trying to force this on me? But then other times it's like, okay, I understand, like it's your way of showing love. Like you want to show that you're like, what's the word, like they could have a Venus in Virgo, and you know, Venus and Virgos, they like doing things for their partners, but it's like it comes off in a way, you know. So but yeah, they see you as very attractive, like I said. Very, very attractive. You don't even probably know about it. You're very strong, emotional, well known, very attractive. Your co-workers like you, their co-workers like you, their friends like you, but they finna smash. They might not be ready to take things completely serious, even though it does say more than ready. I feel like they are more than ready now, but I feel like if I looked super deep into it with the death card, I feel like they aren't ready, you know, because it's like they couldn't have planned out what was gonna happen in the future, you know. So yeah, I think that they really are into you right now, but like I think they're I just feel like with the death card, it's like that comes in unexpected, you know. So it's like I think something might be coming back into your life, basically, you know. It could be an ex-lover, one of your 10 lovers, one of their 10 lovers, you know, where it's like you guys do not anticipate or plan for this at all, where it's like, oh damn, like this is a major shift, this is a major thing now, like what do we do, you know. Like you know, in a TV show when like all of a sudden a character shows up out of nowhere and they're like, oh my word, you're alive? And it's like, ah, and then they end it like that. Like, it feels like this is that reading, you know. So I think I'm gonna end it like that. But I'll definitely make another video on like how do they feel about you, and like an update video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Okay guys, so that was the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave other video suggestions down below as well. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.